Tag. Jetzt ist das Mikro
A
an.
wonderful good morning. Now the microphone is
Ich freue
on.
mich sehr, dass Sie
I'm very
heute
happy
gekommen
that
sind
you
und
came here today
zu unserer
to our
Produktpräsentation
product
zu unserem neuen
presentation
nachhaltigen
of our
Emollient
new
EMOGREEN
sustainable
HP40.
emollient EMOGREEN
Die
HP40.
Präsentation ist wie folgt
The
aufgeteilt.
presentation is
Zunächst einmal
structured as
stelle ich
follows.
EMOGREEN
First
HP40
of all,
und
I'll
seine
present
Haupteigenschaften
EMOGREEN
vor.
HP40 and its
Danach
key
gehe ich näher
properties.
auf seine,
Then I will
auf die Tests, die wir
talk
durchgeführt haben für
about
die
the tests we
Haarpflege ein
conducted for hair
und die
care,
Aktivitäten
compatibility and formulation
Formulierungsmöglichkeiten,
or possible formulations,
Formulierungsinspirationen
formulas
und
inspiration,
komme danach noch
and then I'll
welche
talk about
weiteren
other potential areas and
oder Märkten man
potential
EMOGREEN
products or
HP40
markets
einsetzen kann,
that
im
EMOGREEN
Make-up und
HP40 could be
Sonnenschutz
used in
und
makeup
zum
and sun
Abschluss
care.
noch eine
And at the end,
Zusammenfassung.
I'll provide a short summary.
Mineralöle und
So
Silikone
mineral
werden immer
oils
noch
and silicones
sehr viel in
are
Haarpflegeprodukten
still
eingesetzt.
used
Zum einen
frequently in
für
hair care
den
products.
Glanz und für seine
On the one hand,
wasserabhaltenden
for
Eigenschaften, aber auch
shine
für
and for its water
Conditioning-Effekte
repellent
und
properties, but
Volumenkontrolle.
also for conditioning
Aber es
effects and
gibt immer
volume
mehr
control.
Nachfrage
However,
nach nachhaltigen
there
und
is more and more
biologisch
demand for sustainable,
abbaubaren
biodegradable
Alternativen.
alternatives.
Und das ist ja, der Grund,
Well,
weshalb wir
and
EMOGREEN
that is the
HP40
reason why we
entwickelt
developed
haben.
EMOGREEN
Das
HP40.
Besondere an EMOGREEN
The
HP40 ist, dass es wirklich ein
particular
komplett
thing
neues
about EMOGREEN
Molekül ist.
HP40 is that
Es
it's a
wird aus
completely new
Zuckerpflanzen
molecule. It's
gewonnen,
one
aus
from the
denen wir
sugar plant,
Polypharnesane herstellen.
and
Polypharnesane
we
ist
produce
hoch viskos.
polypharnesines
Und damit es
from
besser
that. This is a
verarbeitbar
highly
ist,
viscous
mischen wir es
molecule,
mit unseren
and
EMOGREEN
we mix it
Alkan,
with
das sind
our
hartkettige
EMOGREEN
Alkane,
alkane, which are
2i
straight-chained
15
alkanes,
C15
C15 to
Alkane. Das
C19,
unterläuft dann nochmal einen Hydrogenation
and this
Prozess, der
undergoes
dafür
another hydrogenation
die
process,
Reinheit
which just
garantiert. Das
guarantees
ist
more
hochreines
purity. So it's a
Emollient.
highly pure
Und so
emollient,
entsteht EMOGREEN
and that is how EMOGREEN HP40 is created,
bestehend aus 60% EMOGREEN,
consisting of 60% EMOGREEN and 40% hydrogenated polypharnesine and a non-polar
Hier
oil.
die Haupteigenschaften
Now,
zusammengefasst.
this is a summary of the main properties. You can see the inky C15 and 19 alkanes and hydrogenated polypharnesines. Due to these polypharnesines being completely new inky, completely new chemical molecule, therefore EMOGREEN HP40 is not China conform, unfortunately. Or not yet, at least. It is a texturized oil with higher viscosity, 100% natural by ISO 16128. It's inherently biodegradable, so the biodegradability according to OECD 301B is 50%. So this is still very, very good. Unfortunately, it's not high enough. It's not highly degradable, so that it's not Cosmos certified, unfortunately. It's compatible with all kinds of natural oils and can be used up to 60% in oily formulas and up to 20% in emulsions. So EMOGREEN HP40 is a sustainable alternative to heavy silicone, mineral and other synthetic oils in formulations for sustainable cosmetic concepts, which call for a higher degree of naturality, a higher plant content, or where you want to use more plant-based materials. It's a sensory enhancer with a very nice touch, very easy to use for cold and hot processing, and very easy to stabilize. And we are going to have a closer look at that in a moment. So, but before we get to that, these are the key benefits in hair care, because that is what we initially focused on. What you can see here is the film-forming properties as observed by this Gala-electron microscope. You can see on the one hand non-treated hair, which is severely damaged, and the one is treated with dimethiconol, the positive control, and you can see that EMOGREEN HP40 has a similar effect to dimethicone because it forms a film
homogenen,
a homogeneous,
gleichmäßigen Film, man
smooth
dadurch
film,
filmbildende Eigenschaften
uh,
aufweist.
proving that it has film-forming capabilities.
Dank dieser filmbildenden
So thanks
Eigenschaften
to
hat
these film-forming
einen
properties,
Thermoschutz bis zu
it has a
210
thermal protective
Grad
effect up to
Celsius. Wir haben
210
das
degrees
getestet an
Celsius.
gesunden
We
europäischen
tested it
Haar,
on
an
healthy
Haartressen,
Caucasian
die
hair, on tresses,
50 Mal angewendet bei
which were
210 Grad Celsius.
through 50 runs at
Und man sieht dann
210 degrees
zunächst einmal
Celsius.
das gesunde
And
Haar
what you can see
und
on the one
je
side is the
gelb,
healthy hair,
orange und vor
and
allen
the
Dingen
yellow,
roter das
orange,
ist,
and
das ist
red
der
areas.
K-Index, der
That's the
Keratin-Index.
K-index, the
Desto
keratin
gesünder ist die
index.
Haarstruktur,
It means
desto
the
besser
higher the index, the
ist die
healthier the
Keratinstruktur.
hair
Das
structure
ist
and the
hier
keratin
das
structure.
gesunde,
So you can
unbehandelte
see the
Haar.
healthy,
Und man sieht
non-treated hair.
hier
And on the other
nach
side, on
der
the right,
Behandlung 50
after
mal 210
treatment,
Grad
50 runs at
Celsius,
210
sieht man
degrees,
halt, dass der K-Index
you
im
can see
grünen, blauen
the
Bereich
K-index
liegt und
in the
damit das
yellow, in
Keratin
the green and blue area.
zerstört
So the
worden
keratin
ist.
has been
Und jetzt,
destroyed.
das zum Wiedertest grundsätzlich funktioniert.
So this
Diesen
is a
Test
test that
haben wir jetzt
is
durchgeführt, indem
reproducible,
wir
and we
die Haare zum einen mit
conducted the
EMOGREEN HP
test
pur als auch
by
mit
treating
Dimethyl-
the hair
Dimethyl
both with emogreen pure and dimethicone pure.
angewendet haben. Und man sieht,
And you can
dass
see
das geschützte Keratin
that the preserved keratin,
geschützt wird.
the keratin is protected at 30%, similar to dimethiconol. So the effect is somewhat similar, and this shows that there is a thermal protective effect protecting the keratin structure. But we also tested this in a hair serum. So a fluid emulsion, you can see the composition at the top. This is an emulsion, a serum based on 3% Fluidifil Easy, which is a natural emulgator from our house, stabilized at 0.6% Zen, and polymer 6 combined with 0.5% Solagantara, Spinoza gum, Argania spinosa gum, which is a polymer, various oils, and either the placebo formulation with 3% water, or 3% emogreen HP40, or 3% dimethiconol as a positive control reference. So you can see similarly that with 3% of emogreen HP40, the keratin was protected at a level of 22% as compared to the placebo formulation. So this result is similar to the result with dimethiconol. So these were our thermal protection results. Now these are our results on volume control and anti-frizz, tested on Brazilian hair this time. You can see the tresses before treatment. Then you can see the application of the treatment and the application of the serum, which is a very similar, or is actually the same serum as the one we've just used to test thermal protection, with 3% emogreen HP40 or 3% cyclopentasiloxane dimethiconol. And you can see the application after treatment, after 4 hours, and after 6 hours. And you can see very clearly that the tress treated with emogreen HP40, both after 4 and after 6 hours, is very well defined, which gives us very good volume control and an anti-frizz effect with emogreen HP40. And it's comparable with cyclopentasiloxane dimethiconol. Here you can see the formulation on a proper formulation sheet.
Ich hatte sie schon grob erklärt.
I already
Zusätzlich
outlined
enthält
it.
es
It
Xyloshine,
also
ein Haarwirkstoff
contains
aus unserem,
Xyloshine, which is
Bereich.
an
Es ist ein
agent
Zuckerwirkstoff
from
kombiniert
us,
mit einem
is a sugar
Algenextrakt, der
agent
sehr, sehr
combined
schön
with an algae
glänzt und
extract,
die
which
Haare
provides a
sehr
nice shine
in
and
Kombination mit
gives the
Valerianien,
hair structure,
ebenfalls ein
combined with
Algenextrakt,
valerian,
der
which is
die
another algae extract,
Anti-Frizz-Wirkung von
which
Emogren
has
HP40
the
zusätzlich
anti-frizz effect and supports that anti-frizz effect of EMOGREEN HP40.
Des Weiteren ist natürlich auch die Sensorik
Moreover,
ein wichtiges
sensoriality is
Thema.
of
Die
course an
haben wir hier
important
in
issue.
einer Haarmaske
We
getestet.
tested it in a hair mask this
Und
time.
das ist ein
So
Triangle-Test.
this is a
Das
triangle
heißt, wir
test,
haben 3
which means
vorbehandelte Haarsträhnen,
that we took
die
3 pre-treated
nach dem
dresses,
Standardprozedere gewaschen
which were
worden sind.
washed
Dann gab es eine
according to
einzelne
standard
Applikation der
procedure. There was
Haarmaske. Diese
a
wurde
single application of the
abgewaschen
hair mask,
und
it was
dann
rinsed
wurden
off,
die Haarsträhnen
and then the
getrocknet
dress was
über
dried
24 Stunden bei
over
Raumtemperatur
24 hours
und
at
dann
room
durch
temperature,
erfahrene
and
oder
then
trainierte Panelists
trained
wurde diese
panelists
Evaluierung
performed the
durchgeführt. Das
evaluation.
Ziel war,
The goal was
2 der Haarsträhnen sind mit Emogreen HP40
well, 2 of the
behandelt
dresses were
worden
treated with EMOGREEN HP40 and 1 with
Kann
dimethicone,
man
dimethiconol.
die
And the
Haarsträhne
goal was to find out whether the
identifizieren,
dress
sind mit
could be
Dimethicon,
identified that was treated
behandelt
with
worden ist,
dimethicone,
oder ist die
dimethiconol,
Sensorik so
or
vergleichbar,
whether the
dass man das gar
sensoriality
nicht,
is so similar
spüren.
that there is literally no difference.
Und tatsächlich wurde die Sensorik
Actually,
nach verschiedenen Parametern
sensoriality
getestet,
was
also die
tested
Einfachheit
according to
der
different
Kennbarkeit,
parameters, so
der
ease of
Glanzeffekt,
combing, glossy effect, volume
Volumenkontrolle,
control,
dann aber auch der Touch, also dass es
the
nicht ölig
touch,
ist,
so there is
und
no
man
oily
hat halt
feel,
keine
no greasy
signifikante
sensation,
Differenz zwischen den 3
and there was no
Haarsträhnen,
significant
festgestellt
difference
und
found between these
daher ist
dresses,
Emogren HP40
showing
auch
that
sensorisch eine
EMOGREEN
sehr, sehr schöne
HP40
Alternative
is a very nice sensorial alternative to dimethicone,
Silikon
dimethiconol,
in Haar-
or silicone in
Pflegeformulationen.
hair care formulations in general.
Hier sieht man das Beispiel einer Haarmaske.
What you can see here
Das
is the
ist
example of a
ein
hair mask.
Cremegel,
This is a cream
basierend
gel
auf Simulquad
based on Simulquad
HC305,
HC305, which is an acrylate polymer,
und
cationic,
dadurch sich optimal eignet,
which means
für
that
die
it's
Haarpflege in
optimally
Kombination mit Solagam
suited
was hier
for hair
einen
care
synergistischen Effekt
combined
zeigt
with
und die
Solagantara,
Viskosität
which
wirklich nach oben bringt, damit man
really
eine hohe Viskosität
racks
von
up
130.000
viscosity. So we have
Millipascal hat
130,000
für die
millipascals
Haarmaske
viscosity
zusammen mit
for
Emogren
the hair mask,
HP40
together with
3%
EMOGREEN HP40, 3%,
Xyloshine
and 3% Xyloshine, which is the agent I already described a bit.
Im nächsten Teil möchte ich
In the
mehr
next
zur
part,
Kompatibilität
I
und
would like
Formulierung
to
erzählen.
say a few words about
Man
compatibility
sieht
and
hier, dass es mit
formulation.
allen Arten von Ölen
You
kompatibel
can see
ist,
it's
also
compatible
wie
with all
natürliche
kinds of
Öle,
oils,
natürliche
natural
Wachse,
oils, natural
Ester,
waxes,
und
ethers,
auch
esters,
bedingt Silikone.
and
Es ist nicht
to some
mischbar mit
extent
Dimethicon
silicones. It
100
can't be
CPS,
mixed with
aber
dimethicone
es
100
zeigt eine sehr, sehr
CPS,
breite
but it's very
Kompatibilität und
broadly
Mischbarkeit
compatible,
auf.
and the miscibility is very good.
Und hier sieht man, dass wir es getestet haben in
You can
einem
see what we've
klassischen
tested here on
Ölchassis-Formulierung,
the classical oil chassis
50%
formulation,
Emogren
50% EMOGREEN
einsetzen,
HP40,
dann eine Formulierung
then
mit
one
50%,
formulation with 50%,
mit 50%,
50%,
Entschuldigung.
excuse
Ach
me,
nee.
sorry?
Ich muss mal ganz kurz, hier geht nämlich gleich mein Monitor aus.
My monitor is about to shut off.
Hier geht gleich mein Monitor aus,
The
das wäre nicht so gut.
monitor is about to shut down. That's not good.
Die zweite Formulierung mit
So the
50%
second formulation
Emogren
with 50% EMOGREEN
und die
L19
dritte
and the third
Formulierung
formulation with 50% cyclopentasiloxane dimethiconol.
Und dann als zweite
And
große
then
Ölphase
the second oil phase,
Capryl-Caprylic
caprylic triglycerides with almost 45%, and then various natural oils. So thanks to the high viscosity of EMOGREEN HP40, this oil is first of all very well miscible and stable because miscibility is so good. It has a viscosity of 120 millipascal. EMOGREEN has a very low viscosity on the other hand, so viscosity is comparatively lower. And it doesn't work with the cyclopentasiloxane. So now the monitor is shut off.
Ich brauche schon die Slide, um weiter zu
I need the slide to continue, I'm sorry. I don't have it all memorized.
Anhaltspunkt. Dankeschön.
Thank you.
Genau, und dadurch ist EMOGREEN HP40 sehr einfach zu
So, and that makes EMOGREEN HP40 very easy to formulate and to stabilize. We also tested this in cream gels, a simple cream gel or hair mask, the way we've just seen, and then either 5% dimethicone, dimethiconol, or 5% EMOGREEN HP40. And we can see that with 5% on the microscope, the droplet size is much smaller and even, and which makes it more stable, and the formulation remains stable across time. We found the same thing in emulsion, where compared to silicone reference, the droplet distribution was much more even, and the formulation was stable across time. It's also easy to use in fluid formulations very well. We tested this as well with 3%, where we can see that the silicone variant is not as easy to stabilize, but stabilization with EMOGREEN HP40 works pretty well. As a rule, we can see that EMOGREEN HP40 is highly compatible with various oils, therefore has a very good miscibility, and it's stable in formulations both at room temperature and in hot processes. It's easy to use and easier to stabilize than silicone blends. Now, formulas inspiration. I already presented the hair mask and the perfect smoothing serum. So the third formulation, I'd like to present a hair oil. And the nice thing about this concept is that all formulations have more than 95% natural ingredients and that they are all miscible with each other. So the idea is that you can put 1 or 2 drops of the hair oil into the mask. When you say my hair feels particularly dry today, I need a bit more of intense care. So with these 3 formulations, you can cover a very broad range, and you're very flexible in using these and combining these. So just the way you want it. This is the formulation for the hair oil, 5% EMOGREEN HP40, 48% linol 2681, which is a natural ester, cocoa caprolates by Inky, various other oils, and 1% sea satin, which is a plant extract from us, a maritime plant extract on oil-based, which is very good for your scalp. So it pacifies the scalp and increases shine and volume at the same time. But you can't just use it for hair care. There are many other potential applications, and we've had a closer look at a few of these. So one is for makeup and one is for sun's care formulations, because thanks to its film-forming properties, it's also interesting as an alternative for hydrogenated polyisobutene in fluid lipstick, or liquid lipstick. So that's a very popular solvent because it helps disperse the pigments and also increases color intensity, but at the same time it's very sticky. And again, EMOGREEN HP40 is a very nice alternative. We tested it here with a framework formulation of 42% of EMOGREEN HP40 and as another reference, the same concentration of hydrogenated polyisobutene. So what you can see here is that the sticky effect was significantly reduced. We performed sensorial evaluation and found that the formulation with EMOGREEN HP40 was much less sticky. And we also conducted tests as to the color intensity. So what we found was the color intensity similar to hydrogenated polyisobutene. So comparable properties, and this means that you can achieve the same color intensity, but at the same time you have a higher comfort because it is less sticky. And well, so this is a natural alternative for hydrogenated polyisobutene, for instance, for use in liquid lipstick. Another evaluation we performed was water-resistant and sun care formulations. So the positive reference was VP-icosine copolymer. And we tested in vitro the water resistance of an SPF 30 sunscreen with, I have to check this, with 2% EMOGREEN HP 40 or 2% of the copolymer. And we found that after 20 and after 40 minutes respectively, EMOGREEN demonstrated comparable water resistance and again offers a more natural alternative to the synthetic filter, the copolymer. So, in summary, we can say that EMOGREEN HP 40 is a sustainable and natural alternative to silicones, heavy silicones and synthetic or mineral oils. It is very well suited for hair care due to its good sensorial properties, better combability, volume control, anti-frizz and curl definition, a thermal protective effect up to 210 degrees Celsius, and keratin preservation. It's also appropriate for makeup, for instance, in liquid lipstick, but I'm sure there are many other areas of applications due to its film-forming properties. Another area of application would be sun care as a replacement for synthetic film formers, or just very generally skin care as an effective alternative to dimethicone, simply because it's easy to disperse. It offers a very smooth skin feel. So this is the complete summary. I'm not going to go through all of that, but just very brief. Oh, sorry. It's just a few words on the formulation. It's a very simple formula. It's very easy to formulate, and it has a very good safety profile. We conducted a lot of in vitro and in vivo toxicity tests, and it is really the safety profile is really excellent and there are no concerns. Thank you very much. And now, at the very end, I'd like to add something, because we extended our EMOGREEN range. We have other EMOGREEN products on the market. So just for you to know where to place EMOGREEN HP 40 in our EMOGREEN range. So EMOGREEN L15 and L19 are the C15-19 alkanes, which are Cosmos near certified, also China compliant. They have a very light skin feeling because they have low viscosity. Then EMOGREEN C16-9, which is a mixture of C15-19 alkanes with cococaprylate caprate. It's a bit richer. Also Cosmos and Natro certified, and EMOGREEN HP 40 as the high viscosity variant in the EMOGREEN product range. And what you can see here, EMOGREEN L15 is also very well suitable for hair care because it brings shine to the hair. We conducted a lot of tests on the repair effect, ease of combing, and hair care, skin care as well. It has a matte effect, a skin firming effect. It's a very nice oil which can be combined with richer natural oils. Then EMOGREEN L19 is a bit longer, so we have in vivo test that it has skin firming effects and is very well suited for makeup because It can stabilize pigments very well, and also as a makeup remover. So it's well suited for that. EMOGREEN C69 has the same sensoric as dimethicone 350 CPS, so it's a nice alternative for that. And as I said, EMOGREEN HP 40 is the last and the newest entry in the range. Okay. We have the material at our booth, so if you would like to test the sensorial properties of your whole tube B12, come and see us and test it. Thank you very much.